Hey guys, ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody making out this morning? It is 10 after 7 a.m. here, and I have a lot to do today, so I wanted to get this video out yesterday, and I got caught up with just life stuff and doing stuff, and my neighbor called me. I had to go with him. It just was I just never got to it. And today feels like it's going to be the same thing. And I want to do this video because, I want to get my first impressions out on this piece. I'm pretty excited about it. This is the DIVO Knives Growler. This is one of a couple pieces that Lefty EDC and his partner Colin came out with, and I'll tell you, they're doing fantastic things, man. They're crushing it. As a matter of fact, they have a slip joint, a traditional knife coming out that looks spectacular. I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for that one to come out. I do believe it's called the Barley, and it's real nice, slender build. Action seems fantastic on it, and it just seems like it's just a great piece. So anyway, I want to talk to you about this growler here, and I'll give you my first impressions on it. We'll break it down, and I'll let you guys get on the road. Simple as that. I had this knife yesterday and played with it just a little, maybe an hour yesterday when I got home. But everything that I saw yesterday and out of box experience was just really, really nice. Nice experience. It seems like it's going to be a really, really good knife, EDC knife, really. It comes in a nice, thick, stout box, like a really nice box. And I can't get the lid open right now, but when you open the lid, it's a form-fitted, the knife sits form-fitted in the foam. So that's what you'll be getting. What else? Well, let's just take a look around it. We'll start from top to bottom and take a look around it. Real nice action on it. Really, really nice action on it. But you can see here, I'll get you in close and we'll take a look at it. You've got the DIVO Knives pivot here. DIVO Knives. It's real nice touch. It looks really nice. You've got that black collar going on around it, and it's just really attractive. You know what I mean? It's a really nice touch. You've got this black micarta here that they went with, and it's like, I don't want to say smooth. It's just sometimes you could get different micartas that are much more rough. And this one's like on the smoother side of the micartas. It's a nice micarta. It's fine. No worries. You've got this is where you could flip your pocket clip. They give you a filler tab there. Couldn't think of the word. Sorry, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Everything's flush. The screws, the filler tab. It's real flush. You don't even feel it with the finger. That's flush all down there. You wouldn't really expect anything else from Kevin. You know what kind of, you know how he is, man. So the back of it, you've got this low riding pocket clip. Now this is the one thing that I wonder if he could have went with a milled clip on it, because I have seen milled clips on even cheaper knives than this one. If I haven't mentioned, this one comes in at $85, and I think it's well worth it. I really do. But This is a real low riding clip, and I felt it. I don't have fingers right now, and it hurts to pull it up, but it's pretty tight. But that's no big deal. I don't care about any of that. You know what I mean? But I wish that there was a milled clip on here. It would have just made this knife, I think, in my opinion, that much better. It really would have, because a milled clip is as important as a good pivot. You know what I mean? A nice decorative pivot. See how that decorative... That's the first thing I saw when I opened the box up. When I opened this box up and this was sitting in the box, well, what hit me first? Naturally, it was this nice decorative pivot. But nevertheless, it works. It's a pocket clip. It works. And they took that step and they recessed the screws. So, you know, you can't ask for more than that. You could see that the screws are recessed. Other than that, there's not much more to see on the back end. You've got the collar, the black collar going around the pivot on that side of the pivot too, which is nice. Excuse me. And we'll give it a flick and we'll open it up and talk about the blade. The blade. You've got three choices that you could pick with this blade. You've got this stonewash blade that I have chose, that I like very much. You could go with a satin. It's like a gloss, a shiny satin. Or you could go with a black, it seemed like a black tumbled stonewash. Really nice. The black is nice. I was digging on the black. I saw pictures of that. So you've got three choices of your blade configuration, what color or what style you can go with. You've got 14C28N as the blade material. And I want to touch on something, and I'm probably going to talk about this for a little bit. So stick with me, bear with me. This is absolutely the sharpest knife that I have experienced out of the box. Now, I'm going to tell you guys now, this thing is sticky. I mean, it's sticky sharp. I don't know who put the edge on it. I want to show you, I'm trying to get you in on that edge. The grind lines seem very close to symmetrical and even on both sides. This backside might be just a hair wider. Probably not even. That's just probably even my eyes. But I don't nitpick about things like that, man. I could that kind of stuff, you know, it don't bother me. You know what I mean? You got a real nice finger choil down here. Really nice. They did that finger choil right up there, so sharpening and all that, you could come right to the end. Everything looks good. Now, as far as getting your finger in the choil, real nice. It feels really, really comfortable in the hand, choked up. You can see I got a nice purchase on it. I got a nice grip on it. No jimping up here. Does it need jimping? I don't think so, in my opinion. If it were up there, if jimping was on there, okay, I'd take it. So, either or, with or without jimping, it doesn't affect me any, you know what I mean? It's not a big change for me, you know what I mean? Like I said, if jimping was up there, okay, good. I would have accepted it. What else can I talk about? Oh, we're still on the blade. This high, fat bellied. It's almost look at this blade. That's 100%. This is all belly, right? Real big, high, flat grind. Look at this. This thing is going to be, I mean, just a magnificent tool, a magnificent cutting tool. With the way this sharpness is on this blade, I'm telling you, if you got one or if you get one, please message me. Tell me how sharp that blade is. I want to know. Because it's amazing how sharp this blade is. I really can't. I'm to the point where I can barely touch that blade, and it really gives me, it makes the hairs on my neck stand up. Like, I mean, it's that vicious, you know what I mean? And I haven't felt an edge like that in a while. So shout out to, I think Shielding is doing the build on these. I think so. I know he had, Kevin had Kubi build a lot of his other knives, but I do think that Shielding built this knife here. Again, it's the Growler. But the edges, they did a fantastic edge. I want to see the guy that put the edge on this. But like I said, you got this high flat grind and all this belly. Can you imagine how this is going to cut? I mean, it speaks for itself. That blade speaks for itself. I don't have to hype that blade up, man. I do not have to hype that blade up. You can see it. As my dog starts barking downstairs. Wonderful at 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's take a look at what else we want to look at. The inside. It looks like there's some milling on the inside. I see some holes for some relief holes to lighten it up a little bit. Although this is just 2 slabs of micarta, it's going to already be light. You know what I mean? It's a light knife, man. Real nice and light. Very light. We'll weigh it in a second. Just as soon as I get done looking at this liner lock, you've got an inset liner right there. It's locked up perfect at like 30%, I would think. About 30% lock up. Yeah, it's fully engaged. I can put it to you that way. You've got full engagement there. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Action. I'll show you a little bit of the action. It's going to be, I will note something. It will be a learning curve with this hole as far as flicking it. You will miss it, or you might miss it in the beginning. Don't get discouraged. You have to find your placement in the hole, where your finger goes. That's what I'm trying to say. And how deep to stick your finger in, because sometimes I was getting my finger caught in there. It'll take you about 5 minutes to figure out, to get it down. You know what I mean? It took me about 5 minutes. But other than that, the action you can see is buttery smooth. What I did do was, I put a dab of KPL on the detent, the detent nub, and I put a drip of KPL in the pivot, and I backed it off, not even nowhere even near a half a turn. I just cranked it just a touch, backed the pivot off a little bit. And now the action is really, it's drop shut. The action is just about drop shut. If you get on it, if you get a good purchase with your finger, you can really rocket it out. Like, I mean, it fires out of there if you get a good purchase on it. Now, I have heard that the detent, some people were having problems with their detent. I don't find that to be the case. I'm fine with the detent. I have no problem with the detent. Actually, the detent is quite, I'll show you. You know what I mean? It sucks in there pretty gosh darn good. You can see, you know what I mean? It gets in there. My wife's down there hollering at the dogs because they're going crazy and at each other already this time in the morning, and I'm getting very annoyed. Centering, of course, is, you know, dead down the center. And it's just, you know, in finishing, it's just an all around, just very, very good EDC knife. It's going to be, and I say very good EDC knife due to the fact that you've got this blade, and this blade makes all the difference in the world. This 14C28 is just impressing the dickens off me. That's why everybody likes 14C28N, because this stuff gets so, when you sharpen it, it gets so sharp, okay? It does hold an edge for a relatively fair amount of time, and it's easy to sharpen. What more could you want in a steel, okay? Now you've got this big high flat grind, all belly in this blade. I mean, you tell me what kind of EDC knife you think it's going to be. It's just a fantastic piece. We're going to weigh this real quick, and I'm going to let you get down the road. I want to see how light it is, because it is light. It is light. Let me see. You're looking at 3.82. 3.82. That's just what I thought. That's what I would have thought. 3.82. So, you know, it's nothing to it. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think, if you've got one of these, because he just released them. If you're getting one of these, you better get on it quick. White Mountain Knives has them out. And he normally, Kevin and Colin, when they put a knife out, it normally sells out quick from what I've seen. So if you want one, you better get it, because they're going to sell out. I'm telling you, they will sell out. That's the end of it, guys. Give me your opinion on it. Like I said, if you've got one, or if you are planning on getting one, or what do you guys think about this? I think it's a home run, and I just think it's going to be a fantastic EDC carry piece, man. I mean, there's not much more you could want in this, and as sharp as this thing is, man, I just can't. I'll get back to you guys in a week. I'm going to carry this for a week. I'm going to start right now. I'm going to put this in my pocket now, and I'll carry this thing for a week, and I'll do cutting with it and everything, and I'll come back on after a week and let you know how it did, you know, what I think of it. Because right now, this is just, like I said, first impressions. It wouldn't be fair for me to put anything else on it than that. So I might come back on here in a week and say I really didn't like it. Who knows? Anyway, that's the end of it. You guys have a fantastic day. And I'm off on my day. And if you can, drop me a comment. If you can't, I accept that as well. And we'll talk to you later. Take care, guys.